Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I want to make some pockets for my secret garden journal, which will be coming fairly soon. So I thought it might be an idea to add some different texture to the paper. So I have stamped on some fabric and I'm keeping it to bugs bugs and a little fussy cut flower on some book pages with some stitching on different places, different styles of stitching, and some other stamping just to finish it off, and a little bit of washi tape here and there. So, and it gives a nice kind of finish with the little rough sides of the fabric being frayed a little, adds some texture to that, and they're just little pockets, as you can see. So I've made these three and we'll do one together, and that gives me 4 for my box. So we'll just set these aside for the moment, and I have some fabric here. It's just plain white cotton. It's actually one of my husband's shirts. I have permission, don't worry. In case you think I'm punishing him for calling me Buttons for Brains, because it's his fault. So the stamp set I'm going to use is this one. It's called Entomology CMS 328 from Stampers Anonymous, and it's a Tim Holtz one. And we have already used a couple for this, so I'm going to use, I think, this one, which I think is a Jenny Longlegs. I'm not sure if that's a Scottish thing, calling them a Jenny Longlegs, because I know some people call them Daddy Longlegs, but here we call them Jenny. I don't know why. I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black just to stamp, and we'll just stamp on this piece here. Really easy, just like stamping on paper or cardstock, except it just doesn't turn out quite as dark because I think it seeps into this is quite thick, so it doesn't go through, which is quite good. We'll just move that out the way, because now we're finished with the stamps, and we'll just cut round that. Doesn't need to be straight, it's all about the texture, and we'll just leave that aside to just to dry off a little. We're finished with that, and in the meantime we can prepare our book page, and I just take off these edges just so that we've got writing all over the pocket. Even this doesn't need to be straight, it's just all about creating a pocket. So I can put them over here too, and that's us finished with the ruler. So right now I'll just tell you how many inches that is. That's 4 inches now by nearly 7, and for us that's 11.5 centimeters by nearly 18 centimeters. So we just fold up, easy peasy, about there. I think, is that about the same as before? It doesn't need to be the same, but yes, it is. And we'll just reach over. I should have brought my circle punch over, and just somewhere in the middle just create a little half circle so that we know that it's a pocket. And I've got my vintage photo, and we will just go around the edges just to give it a little bit of definition. And then along this bit too. There we are. So that just shows up the edges a little bit. Okay. So let's go back to this, and to get the edges frayed, I just use a pokey tool, or you can use a needle, and it's just a case of pulling out some of the threads, some of the fibres. Can you see? Do some more. Now, one side will do it more than the other just because of the weave, so that's fine. So that's pretty good. We'll just tidy it up once we're finished with the other sides. There, and we'll just cut off any of the longer loose bits, just roughly. Give it a little haircut. Leaving some of the bits. So that's us, got a nice rough edge. And I'm just going to add a little bit of colour, because what I did was I just added the tiniest little bit of colour. There's green on that one and the reddy orange on that one, just to match the flower. So the flower that is going to be on this is this lilac-y purple one. And I thought we would just do the wings just lightly. Just, you could barely see it, but just enough to give it a little purple hue. And let's just add just the tiniest bit, just to age it a little, so that the white of the fabric isn't quite as starkly white. So there we are, and I want to layer that up onto just a piece of this. Let's see if we can get a piece that's going to be about right size. That's a little bit too narrow. It's all covering up the writing. I wanted some of the writing to show. I should have got a new sheet out. I think maybe that. Is that better? This side works. bit smaller. There we are. Good. And just to check that everything will fit, we've got a little label there just as a wee collage background piece so that the little flower will maybe sit like that. Yeah, good. Right, I'm going to go to the machine and stitch round and stitch round, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I stitched round the Jenny and I stitched round the pocket. So that's us. And all we're doing now is attaching this and maybe this just in underneath a little bit, and then that just about there. Yeah, so we'll just get our glue stick and our old magazine. There we are. And the flower. There we are. Pretty good. So, as a finishing touch, I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape. This is a buggy washi tape. And I will do my usual and split the washi tape because I just want just a hint of a little bit of something. And I'm going to put a piece here in this corner. I'm running out of fingers. A piece there and a piece here. There we are. Don't need these little bits now. Right, let's see, with just a little bit of stamping to do. Now you might not think that tiniest bit of washi tape does, but look how it just adds just tiniest wee bits of interest. Just a little tiny piece of washi. You don't need to see the whole image, it's just about adding a little bit of something. So as a finishing touch to this one, we want to add one of these stamps. So I have these stamps here, and I've already used Love, I Made This and Original. So let's try Handmade Art on this one. And we will just do it here or here. So we will do it. Just with the VersaFine again, and I think we're going to go here. There, Handmade Art. So that's us. We've got our dragonfly, our moth, ladybird type thing, and a big bug, whatever that is. So excellent. They'll all fit in the Secret Garden book once it's ready to be made. So thanks for joining me today. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.